Opa, vou colocar o som do jogo aqui. Salve! Salve, rapaz! Mais uma live. Opa, vou colocar o som do jogo aqui. Salve! Pronto, tudo certo. O som do jogo, som da live. Beleza. Bom, vamos terminar de maximizar o Anaxa aqui, ó. Eu tenho que sair disso aqui, ó, dessa tela do Anaxa agora aqui. Depois eu termino essa missão. Por enquanto eu vou fazer o farm. Com eles mesmo.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Immerse yourself in it. Time to cleanse the filth.
Insanity. To the soul.
Is it coming? I feel that flame. Let me go! Immerse yourself in
Devia
it.
ter usado da
Yeah.
Eta
I'm just a
primeiro.
frail insanity.
Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Moleque, eu vou pegar o outro cone da Erta. Vai ficar o Anaxa e a Erta com o cone dela. Rapaz, vai ficar brabo demais.
To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Be of your body and mind.
What's the matter? Insanity.
Time to cleanse the filth. It's coming. I feel that flame. Let me go!
I'm just a frail to the soul.
Expand your thinking.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Yeah.
Insanity.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. May the foul stench disappear.
To the soul.
Open sesame. What a crone.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Yeah.
Pronto.
What's the matter? Insanity.
I don't have time. Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Be of your body and mind. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. It's coming! I feel that flame. Let me go! Time to cleanse the filth.
To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Allow me to yeah.
I'm just a insanity.
Nada demais
Never seen
aqui por
perfection
enquanto.
before. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Pô, o farm hoje foi uma bosta, velho. O farm hoje foi uma bosta. Podia ter pego alguns roxinhos desse. Mas daqui a pouco eu ponho isso no 10. Até o fim do dia isso aí já tá no máximo. Deixa eu ver aqui. Aqui já tá tudo feito. Eu podia testar esse time aqui, né? Porra, mas aqui é melhor usar castorice, velho. Deixa eu ver outra coisa. Ah, e aí, usa Link ou Gallagher, será? Eu vou usar Link. Eu vou testar esse aqui, né? Pessoal, aventura. Vou pegar esse aqui. Os outros não dá pra editar. Vai assim mesmo, depois eu faço alguma atualização. Eu quero bênção. É, aqui esse aqui não vou poder editar. Bora, fi, bora. Caralho, tu é cego, moleque? Vem pra cá pra eu juntar essas porra logo. Eu acho que eu consegui juntar.
Get it together. Be
Vamos,
of
meu.
your body and mind. Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Time to cleanse the filth.
Não, não juntei. Que bosta, cara. Ô, esse aqui é bom.
May the Faust be of your body and mind.
É, compensa eu vir pra aqui, pra esse lado.
Allow me to time to cleanse the filth.
Pode mover para qualquer domínio com conhecimento.
Be of your body and mind.
Curiosity, endless.
Morre logo, filho, morre logo.
Nothing but a boy.
Faz eu perder meu tempo, não.
Insanity.
I don't have time for this. Expand your thinking. What a crone.
De novo. Não, já vou logo pra cá. Não tenho tempo pra perder, não.
Take a look. Numbers. Incense ascends. Entwine.
É, eu não vou precisar disso aqui porque eu tenho um Anaxa no time, né? Ó, isso aqui é interessante. Eu vou pegar esse aqui. Porra. Aí no próximo que eu iria querer isso aqui, não vai ter. Cara, isso aqui na real, isso aqui não faz diferença nenhuma, cara. Isso aqui não faz diferença nenhuma.
Is that it? I was expecting something.
Watch this magic.
The stench of evil. Time to cleanse the filth.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul, insanity.
Expand your thinking. Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Helpless as ever. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown. Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Is it coming? Are you the west wind? Away we go!
I don't have time for games.
Porra, viado.
Allow me to purge the truth. Everything in this world
Faça o favor de morrer logo.
is bleeding. Be of your body and mind.
To the soul, insanity.
Expand your thinking. Watch it chrome.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Time to cleanse the filth.
Ó, isso aqui é muito bom. Esse aqui também é muito bom. Calma aí, Joe. Eu acho que eu vou pegar esse aqui, cara. Por mais que todos os três sejam muito bons, eu preciso desse aqui pra defesa. Isso aqui é muito bom.
Take a look.
Incense ascends in strict numbers.
Vou baixar as fechar só pra caso eu precise de um. Preciso fazer algum domínio de aventura. Aventura aí, pronto. Porra, qualquer coisa aqui. Sempre assim, sempre falta um. E eu vou focar em full defesa nisso aqui.
Take a look.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds. In strict numbers.
Deixa eu ver o outro aqui só pra... Não, aqui é melhor.
Who can help us with this big guy?
Watch this magic.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
It's
this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul, insanity.
No bullying allowed.
Caralho, deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui. De dano. 253 de dano crítico, 82 de taxa.
Is it coming? Are you the West Wind? Away we go! The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Be of your body and mind.
Vamos, filho, morre logo.
To the soul, insanity.
Never seen perfection before. Open sesame. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Aqui não tem nada que presta. Qual que é o recomendado? Vou diminuir, foda-se. Vamos, filho, vamos.
Allow me to purge the time to cleanse the filth.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. Insanity. To the soul.
Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Never seen perfection before? Open sesame. Watch it chrome.
Are you the West Wind? Away we go!
Caralho, vai logo. Nossa, olha o dano que essa porra dá.
I'm just a frail scholar.
Não, cara. Aqui, ó, pronto. Cara, eu vou usar esses três, ó. Eu quero pegar esses três. Eita, só pancadaria agora, ó. Mas não tem nada aqui mesmo. Porra, fragmento cósmico. Eu vou pegar fragmento. Oxe, pode vir.
The stench of evil. Time to cleanse the filth. The truth. Everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Is it coming? Are you the West Wind? Away we go!
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Congelado e aprisionado.
To the soul.
Underestimating us will cost you.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Delivering warmth.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Never seen perfect. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
What's the matter? Insanity. To the soul.
No bullying allowed.
Vai jogar ainda não.
Be of your body and mind.
Expand your thinking.
Insanity. To the soul. So tiring.
Time to cleanse the filth.
I'm just a frail scholar. Insanity. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Helpless as ever. Open sesame. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Tanto faz.
Is that it? I was expecting something
Incense ascends.
bigger.
Watch this magic trick. Threat index raised. Purge initiated.
The stench of evil. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Yeah.
Insanity.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
It's coming. Guide in the west wind. Away we go!
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Helpless as ever.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
What's the matter? To the soul. Executing operation. Initiating. Reevaluating. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Never seen perfection before? Open sesame. Watch it chrome.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Olha, fiz esse bicho tem muito HP, hein?
Glimpse the unknown.
I'm just a frail insanity. To the soul. Power amplification.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Value exceeds threshold.
Stubborn one.
Olha,
It's coming. Guide in the west wind. Away we go!
I don't have time for games.
Be of your body and mind.
What's the matter? Insanity. To the soul. Purge initiated. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Never seen perfection before? Open sesame. Watch it chrome. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Watch closely.
I'm just a frail insanity. To the soul. Protocol terminated.
não vou usar nada agora ainda não.
Be of your body and mind.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Heartless individual. Execute annihilation.
The truth. Everything in this world
Uma porradinha de
is
nada
bleeding.
Analysis.
já vai o HP todo. Aí. Ah, se fuder.
Insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
It's coming. Guide in the west wind. Away we go!
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Helpless as ever. Open sesame. Watch it chrome.
Time to cleanse the filth. Underestimating us will cost you.
What's the matter? To the soul. Insanity. Reinforcing.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Purge initiated.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Module executing
The
operation.
smoke is gone. The fire. Our tempers are
Caralho,
Exceeds threshold.
Time to hold.
Push forward.
você é louco.
Executing annihilation. Evaluating variables.
Não, aqui já acabou. Aqui não vou fazer mais isso aqui não. Pra jogar esse modo aqui só com a castorice mesmo. Ah, vamos jogar essa porrinha aqui, né? Vamos fazer o seguinte, eu vou continuar a missão do desbravamento, que já deve estar quase terminando. E aí eu faço esse evento.
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. Feinen of Ides Elysiae, virtuous citizen of...
Much obliged, Lord
I remember him. He's the penniless lad working for Aglaya.
Where's Lady Goldweaver? Why is she sending this guy to give the last speech? Is this
Can this dude really face down kindness?
by Kefali above. Dear citizens of Akama, as you look upon me, so too do I see you. I see your fear and misgivings, your apprehension. Yet, before you contemplate something as grand as the fate of the world, I ask that you look closer.
What?
Ides Elysiae, my beloved hometown, is a village forgotten by time. It is a place with the most invigorating breeze and wheat fields that spread all the way to the sea. How I wish I could invite all of you to that paradise, far from the... Because she, and all that she nurtured, all that I loved, they have long been devoured by... I will never forget the day the black tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child. Galba, he was a hunter. But in the end, those arms that once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloved son, as they both breathed their last. Pythias, the teacher, risked her life to save her students, but a burning beam fell on her, crushing her. And what of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No, she didn't. Livia, Piso, they kept saying the same thing over and over. Even up until the final moment. Why, Feina? Aren't we the best of friends? That is the black tide. A looming threat that can bring Akima to its knees any time. Kindness may have promised much as it pains me. I must disappoint you. While the demigod of strife has done by now the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the strife.
Lies! If such a powerful enemy is indeed approaching, why is Akama still a picture of peace?
Exactly! The city of Akama shows no signs of pandemonium or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare a moment to think about this. Are we able to stand here and hold this assembly in peace today because the danger has passed? No! This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. We are able to stand here today only because the Chrysos heirs have stepped up and shielded Akama from calamity. With her golden threads, Aglaya has preserved... The Council of Elders claims that Aglaya will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. But ask yourselves this. The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it... It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akima's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with vermin.
Carai, fi. Meteu a letra mesmo, xingou todo mundo,
You insolent whelp!
falou que
dare
a
you?
mãe tem pinto, o pai tem buceta.
It is true that Aglaya has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weave the defenses of our holy city against the encroaching evil. All while these vermin are making up baseless accusations about her and scheming in the shadows. Not once has she ever failed Akima. Yet these vermin attempt to tear her apart, tarnishing her name with unfounded allegations. She may have been... They attempt to mislead you and reduce this assembly to a crude standoff between gods and humans. But citizens, examine them closely. Beneath all that finery, do you see the good heart of a... Make your judgment, then turn your gaze to the demigods, whom so many of you regard as cold and merciless. Do you not see the light of humanity in them? And those who wear the mask of humanity. Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, rest assured that you have nothing to fear.
Cara, por isso que eu não gosto de política. O negócio de política é tudo baseado em voto e não... Ninguém liga pro melhor da sociedade, cara.
For Aglaya, Tribios, and I will remain your faithful guardians and pledge our lives to upholding your decision. And this vow will stay true until the end of our days, where it will be passed on to future flame chasers. A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure through the ages.
Absolutely right. The Chrysos heirs have only our...
At the present time, on the scales of Talentum, those who call each faction holds an equal share.
As expected. This is the moment when the flame chase journey is the closest to its end.
And now, it's your turn to vote, Lord.
Is there anyone else who hasn't voted?
No, you're the last. Cast your vote with care for your decision.
I have long since made a decision.
Very well. May you bring much...
Voto, porra de voto, mano.
You've done well, Finan. Given the circumstances, delivering a rousing speech to stir up emotions was a prudent move. Thank you all for your patience. On behalf of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany. But before that, in the interest of fairness, Lady Goldweaver, I pose a question to you before all who are gathered here. Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the Assembly, regardless of outcome?
In the interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence your decision.
Very well. I thank you for your honesty.
What's he doing?
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
think you are wasting our...
Lord Anaxa, please do not forget that I...
Rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
Olha o seu silêncio aí.
Just vote already. What are you waiting for?
O cara tá carente, pô, o cara quer atenção, pô, vota logo.
I cannot help but wonder, is every hardship in the world something you will exploit and use to your...
How else am I supposed to make use of this situation where my... Oh, Cersei's. Let us journey to the Netherrealm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question and validate my decision. We need only to follow the sound of the tongue. You...
Well done, child. Just as I...
Teacher.
What a twist of fate. A blasphemer, raised in the doctrines of the Venerationists. It's like a foal kicking its mother in the belly after taking all her milk.
I respect you.
You cherish the truth, even... So, child, do not be troubled by the criticisms I have borne. Do not let those voices hinder you as you forge ahead. As the sage of the Venerationists, I am duty-bound to oppose you. But, as your friend and mentor, go forth.
I... will...
Go now, child. You're alone, and when you reach the end of this journey...
You have my words.
May Cersei say...
You are right, Empedocles. May we meet again.
What are you waiting for? Just cast your vote.
Silence! Silence, everyone!
Behold, Cersei's, here at the center of the world, for this place is but one step away from...
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
Thank you, Castorus.
The answer is plain as day. My vote goes to the Flame Chase journey and nothing else!
Elder Kindness, I have deciphered the truth of this world.
Que viagem.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By
No! Lygus, you can't! Anaxa, what have you done? Have you lost your mind? I hope you are prepared for the harsh punishment awaiting you. Mark my words, I will make sure that clever head of yours never forgets the price of betrayal!
Have you forgotten? I told you that happens to be one of my rare talents.
You put on such a grand performance, just to aid their preposterous flame chase journey?
Performance? No. If you really understood me, Lady Kindness, you'd realize that I never had any interest in your pathetic little game of politics. Because I...
Lady Kindness, with all the citizens here as witnesses, we should honor the spirit of democracy. And I have observed that Akama has chosen her destiny. This citizens' assembly has resolved to...
You!
It seems not everyone is ready for the assembly to end. By your leave, Lord Lygus.
Interest. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment more.
What is this performer up to now?
Just moments ago, all of you
made a decision on the fate of Amphorius. But I regret to say that I still harbor doubts about this outcome. Thus, I hereby challenge this. Tell me, who among you dare swear to Kefali's name that Era Nova will truly welcome?
Nonsense!
No one? Must I pick somebody to answer? Very well. You, the one acting so wise and profound. In front. No? Fine. Next. You, the one with ignorance written all over your face. Yes, you.
What are you trying to do?
Useless. Your turn, then. With that smug look of yours, you must be—
Hey! Mind your tongue!
So, no one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this. Your speech was filled with—
Professor, what are you doing?
Let him continue with his performance.
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage to make such a promise. And what's even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway. But you needn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings. That is precisely why I am
caralho,
here
que
to give
vou
you
gravar
one
esse-
final lecture.
Eu vou gravar esse vocabulário novo aí de xingar os outros.
Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, hereby declare everything that the Flame Chase journey promises is true. Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesied demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world.
What?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday. And the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will become the titans of tomorrow. All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World-Bearer. And all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
This is your blasphemy!
What? Are you saying that we must bow down to you and work? Enough, you blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with—
I told you, don't interrupt me. But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements are based on my experiments on the divine body of Kefali. That you heard me correctly, everyone. With the tacit approval of Kindness and the Council of Elders, I fused my soul with a god through alchemy and learned the truth behind Era.
What is he talking about? Isn't that pure blasphemy?
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer, deserve nothing less than death for my sins. And the Council of Elders, which granted me consent and aided in committing this atrocity, should face punishment alongside me.
By the gods, even Kindness has betrayed Akuma.
The catalyst of God. We're carefully afloat.
I had no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Elders bears no responsibility. Lord Lygus, as the esteemed Theoros, are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be dragged through the—
If the accusation is true, I will acknowledge it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened. Lady Kindness, the reputation of the Council of Elders was not built in a day, nor will it be shattered overnight.
Ué, falou bonito esse cara agora, hein?
Repercussions await those who fool the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows. We should respect this.
You.
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility. Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Akima's codex, as the only demigod among us, you shall write.
The honor is mine. Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. Anaxa of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement clear. As per Akima's codex, I request all present citizens to stand with me in exercising the first Elder Kindness of Akima and Ligus the Theoros stand accused of neglecting their duties and abusing the law. In the names of Talantan and Kefili, Akima is to form a committee before the 7th action hour.
Curse you.
Now, concerning Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, in the names of Talantan and Kefili, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior to the execution.
Professor.
A tradução tá deixa ele morrer. Falar nada a ver, cara.
What decision will you make, Lady Goldweaver?
Enough with the hesitation, Aglaya. This is...
Let him die!
Then, in light of the O Talantan on high,
allow me to reintroduce myself. I bore the name of Castris while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death. Welcome to my realm, where the west wind ends.
Não, lugar lindo esse aqui não é não, né? Pelo amor de Deus, né?
You're still as energetic as always. Did you know? Every flower here was planted by Thanatos themselves. These flowers were originally both alike, and it is my duty as the Master of Death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven. Similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world, these flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with me. Eventually, they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul undergoes the perpetual... Yet, sadly, there's no time left for Amphorius to wait for when the flowers bloom again. Now, death is the power at my fingertips. It once led the souls of the deceased here, but I shall open the gate of the netherworld and return you to the realm of the living. In exchange, please, take the core flame of death with you and complete the flame chase journey. Do not... Just like the other demigods, I will stay That being said, it is not easy to guide a lost soul back to the mortal realm. The whispers of death are sweet and alluring. Please consider this a one-time exception. I will do everything in my power and for your life, the only life I can save. I am glad to hear.
Over here!
I believe in you.
Don't go.
Lift your chin up high! Step forward!
That's right. Keep your eyes on...
Onward. Show me your courage.
Partner, we...
Tacando o bastão é bem mais rápido. Oxi, porra é essa?
All of this is proof that you once lived. Your soul, your memories, the years you've journeyed through, and the path they revealed, leading you back home. So, continue onward. Do not stop moving forward, and do not let her sacrifice and the support of all who have stood by you be in vain. Over here, friend! Take my hand. Let's go home.
At last. I knew you could do it. Your soul is still perfectly whole. As if some kind of force is trying its best to keep it together. Is it Ornyx's final blessing? Or is it a miracle of your own? It's truly incredible. Such a strange surge of familiarity. So hard to describe. Perhaps it is fate, once again fulfilling its own design. Or perhaps it is the laws from beyond the sky, so familiar to you, that intertwined our fates long ago. It seems that this is the riddle which cannot be solved anytime soon. The sensation of becoming a demigod is truly wondrous. It's as if the river of souls is winding its way through the depths of my spirit, transforming with each breath into a fine rain, At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I promised you that I would do everything in my power to give it another meaning. Now, as I stand as a demigod and destiny draws to a close, I can finally end it in a way that is as beautiful as it deserves. The wish I once sought, but could never grasp, is now within reach. In this brand new world, every blooming life will lift its arms in celebration and recount the profound meaning of this very instant. Every touch, every embrace we share will never again be an ice-cold loss. They will radiate with an intense warmth, sowing love far and wide throughout the land. The other shore is very cold. May I borrow your warmth one last time? Thank you for fulfilling this wish of mine. The place I'll be going to is what humans call the Land of Sorrows. But with this heartbeat and the residual heat of this embrace, I shall turn the nether realm into a gentle place of rest. This embrace may be brief, but it's the proof that I once lived. Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
That grand and absurd performance was what you've been seeking your whole life?
I gave up everything in search of truth, and it culminated in this very moment. You, on the other hand, performed as I expected. You did not hesitate when you saw the chance to attain power. It's as if you...
Crave power, like a fly craves rot.
Those are your words, not mine.
But what you said at the end, did you already know what I had planned for Thynan?
I may have lost an eye, but my vision is clearer than anyone else. You've nearly exhausted your humanity. You're no different from my current state as a walking corpse.
That's true. I've long since burned to ash over the past 1,000 years. Only he is capable of unleashing a raging fire that rivals our final great enemy, Aquila.
So, this is our last chance. How about we let go of the bad blood between us? May I resonate with your core flame, Aglaya?
Please do.
That's impossible. To persist with your soul thinned to such an extent. You're insane.
Just as you fight to lug your corpse onward to complete your unfinished goals, I have my own reasons for doing this. Until Thynan grows into his position as the prophesied leader, I must continue to lead everyone on the Flame Chase journey. I must keep inching forward, even if only as an empty shell.
I've long predicted this was the case, but I didn't think you'd already lost so much.
We would have avoided so many misunderstandings if you and I had just spoken this candidly before. But casting aside our ideological differences, there is one thing you and I agree on.
Feinen.
Yes. He was born to be a hero. He understands the hearts of the people, and I can confidently say he is a far better leader than you. Only he is capable of fulfilling your mission. Sadly, he is a man cursed by Nestia. But by my estimates, his horribly elaborate sense of style should not impede Aranova.
Congratulations are in order. We found common ground at the very end of our destined paths.
When you put it that way, it makes me want to take back what I said.
Glaya, we're back. Come welcome our great hero reborn from the ashes.
I hope he didn't hear your earlier assessment.
It wouldn't be the first time I criticized him. A man should be aware of his own shortcomings.
I'm glad. But I don't see Castris among your number.
It looks like she not only helped me prove my theory, but helped you fulfill your mission as well.
I agree.
She might not have been able to change her fate, but she still wrote the final verse of her epic herself. Trinin, please recite the prophecy for us. Trailblazer, please surrender that scalding cool flame for us as well. You are the only life she ever saved by her own hand in her 1,000 years on this earth. I believe no one is more qualified for this noble task.
O gods who have returned, and gods who are still watching, today we bring you a soul laid bare. The Hand of Shadow, Thanatos, remembered their name from the past. From daylight they came, and to their fragrant dwelling they return, to walk now among your ranks. And there was one who joined hands with the Titan, a traveler risen from the dead, and reborn among mortal kind. She is the everlasting night, and shall now proclaim in her good name, O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world, Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Step forward, trailblazer from beyond the sky, and together with us, surrender the core flame and carve their star into the sky.
Constellation for death.
For life and death, to be more precise.
Look! It's...
No, it's only a divine echo. I think she's here for the trial.
What did she say?
That's the language of the Titans. Castorus... No. The Titan. They said... I have illuminated the cold shadow of death.
Onwards. For your path to the future is bright and its flame eternal. Do not forget.
She made quite a scene. I suppose it's my turn now.
I won't stop you.
Professor, you...
What's with that look? You were present. So, let's get this execution over with. We wouldn't want to bring shame to Akima's divine laws or keep me from creating a new world.
You never change, do you, Professor? I don't understand. If your theory is correct, you'll lose all memories of your past life once you become a Titan. So what's the point of becoming a god?
Of course there's a point. Even if I forget who I am, I'll still have my brilliant mind. It goes without saying, I'll find a way to retrieve memories of my past life. Besides, I still have you, don't I?
I still don't really understand what you said during the assembly. Even if it were true, things reforged from memory could never be the same as the original anyway.
Then allow me to tell you right now that you're wrong. What exactly are we? My answer is that the Chrysos heirs are the future Titans and vice versa. Of course, this answer only applies to us. So, what are we when it comes to regular mortals? The very essence of the world, our souls, are tiny invisible seeds that hold records of each person's memories of the world. And we are the buds that sprout from these seeds to grow into great trees.
Is that what new sporism means?
Correct. Once our physical bodies are born, we become new extensions of the world. From there, we plant our seeds into someone's memories, and then scatter them into the hearts of countless people in the future. Just as seeds are affected by their environment, so too will our appearances differ across memories. But the partial memories we carry will always be the same, because that is just how the world is. To destroy our very existence, one must destroy the world itself. But we have someone who will still live on with his perfect memory. That person is you, child of Kefali. This is what it means to be the world-bearing Titan. So, carry everything of this world and live on. Don't disappoint those most precious to you. Don't disappoint Lady Goldweaver. And especially, don't bring dishonor to my theory.
Anaxa, I swear to you, I'll lead everyone to our reunion in the new world.
Good. That is all I have to say. Farewell, everyone. May we meet again in the next life.
Farewell, great performer. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
Are you satisfied, Honorable Titan?
Very. I hereby swear I have borne witness. Anaxagoras of the New Sporists and the Grove of Epiphany has successfully overcome the trial of reason. Thus, I shall confer upon you these words. You shall transcend the peaks of purity and return to corruption and hardship.
Oh, so that's a god's prophecy. It sounds like you just rephrased my past, present, and future. Oh, Circes. Is that all you've got?
Well, you've already transcended the peaks of purity, and you were never the type to give me any leeway.
That is true.
But I do still have one question.
I knew it. What is it? Maybe we're thinking of the same thing.
As you've so boldly stated, we and the world itself live on through the memories of others. If that is the case, whose memories did the very first new spore sprout from?
How should I know?
Oh my.
But, since we are both equally curious, we should allow the children of humanity who come after us to investigate in our stead.
Rejoice, Circes. I sow the seeds of suspicion in the new world with your soul!
And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Thankfully, she's still alive. Was March 7th also in this condition when she was first rescued by the Express? But she still woke up naturally. Looking on the bright... I do not have conclusive evidence, but judging by her current... Perhaps March 7th's memories have been hijacked. Think about it, Miss Himiko. What will happen when someone loses... Unfortunately, short-term memory is an entirely different concept from the inability to remember. Perhaps it is difficult for you to imagine, but an individual who has lost their ability to remember turns into nothingness. The belief of the Garden is that everything in this universe can be interpreted through memories. This is the driving force behind the continuance of this path. The past is made up of memoria, while the future is a possibility that will eventually be converted to memoria. But the present, it doesn't really exist, and it's only an abstract expression. Therefore, when a person is affected by the path and loses their ability to remember, their physical form will also be affected. These ice crystals are a manifestation of that. Is Miss Himiko suspicious of me? In other words, now is the time for me to prove my innocence. That's not a problem, of course. The true reason behind my intentions is that Amphorius holds special significance. For some memo keepers of the Garden with extremist views, it is a perfect example. A world that can only be seen through the Garden's mirror means that memo keepers have the right to keep the world in their private collection. If those Pathstriders of Remembrance were to uncover the secrets of Amphorius first, they might unleash their wild ambitions and remodel more worlds into a similar form. I chose to remain quiet before, because I did not want to involve you in the Garden's internal conflicts. You can be even bolder with your guesses. The people that I'm talking about, they aren't just I cannot be certain, but at the very least, they are capable of doing so. I am deeply sorry about what has happened to March 7th. But the deal that I propose still remains a fair one. Amphorius is still an excellent destination, and investigating further might allow us to uncover the truth behind the accident. Miss Himiko,
The wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating. Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himiko. Although we indeed struck a deal, it seems like I have involved you in some unforeseen danger. Please accept my deepest apologies. It's Fuli. Their gaze has just swept across Amphorius.
Oh, how interesting. I never expected a mere memo snatcher to be actually hiding so much inside her head. What's even more interesting is that the word Amphorius has appeared in her subconscious.
This lady seems to be having fun. Is she usually like this?
It's, hard to explain.
What are you two whispering about? Has it not occurred to you that I can hear everything clearly?
Please pardon me, Madam Herta. Would you mind sharing with us what you've discovered?
The ones who need help are the Astral Express. You will have to put up with my methods, even if they are rather unconventional. Let's get back to the topic. By using the fourth mirror, I rummaged through the brain of this memo snatcher and learned a good deal. Not only does this person know of Amphorius, but there are also many memo keepers who are interested in the place. I searched through her consciousness and found the following terms: the Eternal Land, the Rejected Land, and the private collection of the Garden of Recollection.
It seems like Miss Black Swan is indeed hiding some things from us.
Since I'm not able to find any useful clues from the outside, why don't I personally visit this mysterious Amphor?
You're planning to head...
Yes, but not in the flesh like you all foolishly did. See these Herta mirrors? With them, I can project my data spirit entity to any corner of the cosmos through spatial warps, without even needing to leave my room.
Maravilha, hein?
But of course, these corners of the cosmos must be within the coverage zone of inter-astral peace communications. After all, this is collaborative technology.
I see. You do seem like the more indoor type.
Although that star zone is not within the network of the IPC, the Express itself can serve as a signal station. Come, give me the astral chart coordinates. Then, sit back and enjoy the show. All right, now that everything is ready, mirrors, get to work. First mirror, input the coordinates. You'll be in charge of the spatial warp.
As you command, the preparations are complete.
Second mirror, prepare for the thought refraction. There's still some distance from the Astral Express to the Amphorius celestial body. You're in charge of sending me over. This time, raise the power to the maximum.
Oh, okay. I won't fail the mission, Madam Herta.
Third mirror, you're in charge of generating the data spirit entity.
I'm happy to help. What kind of a...
Good question. Forget it. Just use my own appearance. There's no one there that'll recognize me any. Preparation of the data spirit entity complete. Thought refraction at max power. Excellent. The first mirror.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
May your journey yield good results.
Coordinates input complete. Preparing to activate spatial warp. Destination, unknown celestial body. Amphorius. Spatial warp countdown. Warp activated.
Oh! So that's Amphorius? Its appearance is, well, sure is unique. Second mirror. Prepare for thought refraction. It's time to send me in.
Alright, please read the safety protocol.
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have asked the second mirror to use slight... What a magnificent set. Let's see. Perhaps... What's this? Oh, I finally found your... How esteemed must you be for the great Herta to come out first? What's this? How creepy. Oh, it moves? Who are you trying to scare? It's either a projection or a fake.
My deepest apologies, esteemed lady. I'm afraid that you cannot proceed further.
Who's there?
Your visit, although not part of my calculations, is a pleasant surprise. It's a pity that the preparations are not yet in place to receive you.
Are you not going to answer my question? Who are you?
I have many identities, and I'm going to have even more in the future. Lycurgus.
All right, Lycus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, can you?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more information. However, standards are always flexible. While not violating the ultimate agreement, Now, please, kindly turn back. Amphorius is not a world that you should be involved with.
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
Your reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite my long years as a watcher, it seems like my assessment of human nature still remains accurate. From you, I'm able to sense a beautiful, but my answer remains unchanged.
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering the secrets hidden behind you, Mr. Lygus. How do you plan to dispel this?
Within the scope of the ultimate agreement, there are 178,240. After filtering through them, I have determined that I only require...
Oh? I'm all ears.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Amphorius is a completely isolated celestial body. Apart from me, no one else will be able to help you enter.
That's not a good argument.
Second... If your plan is, as you've alluded to previously, to just like you, I have basked in the gaze of the erudition. I stake my honor and assure you that in the...
Oh. No wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
I assume that you still wish to hear the third.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Third. Even if you exhaust all, you will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions. After all, throughout your life...
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your paltry calculations? But since you put it that way, why don't you tell me what these consequences...
It concerns the third path that is entangled with Amphorius. A path that you and your friends still very much lack understanding of. The destruction. So, if you will break the shackles of a Lord Ravager, and when that happens, their fury will engulf.
Of your body and mind.
What's the matter? To the soul.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Immerse yourself
Is
in
it coming? I feel that flame. Let me go!
Yeah.
I'm just a insanity.
Open sesame.
To the soul.
Helpless as ever. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. something? If not, then I'll be leaving.